So, proficiency in a kettlebell swing. What we're going to do here is drive the hips. So from a hinged over position, I'm going to snap the kettlebell back behind me as though I were getting a quarterback receiving a football snap. So the center is going to drive the kettlebell back and extend the hips and step up. So kettlebell swing is essentially a hip hinge or a very fast deadlift. What I'm trying to do here is drive through my hips, extending the legs, coming up, bring the kettlebell up about chest high, chin high, into that good kettlebell swing position. Now, if I'm doing this incorrectly, a couple of real common mistakes that I see, and they're usually interrelated. The kettlebell is not coming up high enough in the hips, so it's not up high in the thighs. It's dropping down low, and the kettlebell is being lifted up. So instead of coming up and trying to continue its arc up, I'll see the client try to pull, and the kettlebell is drooping down. So a demonstration will look something like this. The hips thrust forward, the kettlebell is coming down too low, and the kettlebell is drooping down. So, a real simple technique to correct that would be to place something, for the kettlebell swinging too low, if something is placed between the feet, a couple inches high, even if it's not too high, it's going to kind of force that client to ride the kettlebell a little bit higher up in the thighs. And then that's a real simple fix right there. Telling them that the kettlebell should almost hit them in the butt from behind. So that's how far back it's going to swing, rather than coming down too low. And on the drive up, explaining that this isn't a lift, that the hips are working to drive the kettlebell, and the arms are just guiding it up. So we would see something more in this range. So again, if we see the lift, you're not using the legs, drive the hips, extend the legs, pulling your kneecaps up, and let the kettlebell swing up naturally, rather than trying to continue the movement with the finish and pulling it up. Okay, let's take a look, shall we? My simple little 5x5. This is going to be a single arm. So kettlebell swing for 5, clean for 5, rack squat for 5, push press for 5, and snatch for 5. Single arm swing. 5. Kettlebell clean. Kettlebell rack squat. Kettlebell press. And kettlebell snatch. And then repeat on the other side.